Cartier City Expats Club is a non-profit social organisation and our speakers are volunteers. The club as such assumes no responsibility or liability for the professional reputation of or the quality of services provided by the speaker today.
Something sweet, by way of contrast, something delectable to the palate. We've got Thomas Mitchell back here from Mitchell Chocolates. Come up, Thomas. He's going to give us a short talk there. Round of applause. And he's going to give us a short talk about chocolate and Valentine's Day. He previously gave a wonderful talk on making chocolates, etc. So these people don't want sweets now.
Hello again to some of you that I've seen previously, and hello to you that are new that haven't met me. I'm Thomas from Mitchell's Artisan Chocolates. I'm the owner and chocolatier, so I like to mess around with chocolate. I'll try to keep this up, but I have a bad habit. I know you guys are in a hurry to go back to your houses, your apartments, your condos, and learn all the loopholes to figure out your taxes and how you can save more money. So I will try to make this as brief as possible. And thanks to Ren and the Expat Club for inviting me back after my long talk last time. But today he invited me to talk about chocolates on Valentine's Day. So what better way to start off than with a little cartoon? Okay, so basically what that cartoon says is two things to me. One, how did such a brutal tragedy turn into a day of love and romance, and eventually onto chocolates? Okay? Well, quickly, if you ever researched the history of St. Valentine's Day, you'll find that there's maybe 1, 2, or even 3 St. Valentines. And there's a couple stories that go with them. But I'll go with the quick story, the one that I see that seems to be more truthful and more believable. And if you don't know the story of St. Valentine's Day, back in the day, the Roman Emperor, Claudius II, was trying to build the world's strongest army. And his theory was that single men make the best soldiers. As a veteran of 27 years in the military service, I can tell you that theory doesn't necessarily hold water. But that was his theory anyway. So what he did was he put a ban on all marriages. So you have this priest, Valentine, or Valentino, that didn't necessarily agree with his thinking, and he decided to take the opportunity to marry all these young couples that were in love, and he would marry them anyway, defy the emperor's orders. So Valentine, for his efforts, received beatings, put in prison, and eventually beheaded. Okay, so how does that come with romance? Well, maybe because he tried to marry people, and that's loving. You also have poems from Geoffrey Chaucer that talks about all the birds flocking together on St. Valentine's Day to pick their mates. So all this evolved into romance one way or another. Then, of course, eventually onto chocolates. So how did it become part of Valentine's Day? Commercialization. Just like every other religious holiday, Christmas, Easter, somebody's got to profit off of it. All right? So what better ways to do that than to squeeze your way in with some kind of product? And one of the first products that kind of weaseled their way in was the heart candy. Everybody know the little heart candy? That was actually invented by a pharmacist. He used a pill press to make those things, and eventually become the New England confectionery company, which is the little wafers. You ever see those wafers? That was the lozenges that he actually developed. That was part of his pharmacy, later becoming the hearts. And then, of course, you had Hallmark sending their love cards. Okay, but there's one thing that really catapulted chocolate that becomes a staple of Valentine's Day. Does anybody have any idea what that might be? The one big thing. Hershey's Kisses. That's part of it. But that's not the big thing. There's one big thing. Nobody knows? All right, let me help you out. I know the anticipation is killing you. The chocolate heart box. The chocolate heart box is what catapulted chocolate becoming a part of Valentine's Day as you know it today. All right, here's another trick question. Does anybody know who invented the chocolate heart box?
Benjamin Hart.
That's a good guess, but no. Anybody from England?
Oh, Cadbury's.
Cadbury. Richard Cadbury invented the chocolate hot box. And he did not patent it, and that's when, if you're from America, you know that Whitman's and Russell Stover, they stole his idea. And of course, now today they sell over 36 million boxes of chocolates, over 56 million pounds of chocolate. All right, so that's what Valentine's has become today. And that's what started it, was that chocolate box. Now at Mitchell's Chocolates, we don't have heart-shaped boxes yet, but we do have a box of hearts. And you can have that. Happy Valentine's Day to you. And if you want to become part of that 56 million pounds of chocolate on Valentine's Day, feel free to go out and buy the best chocolate. If you have any questions about where to find good chocolate, you can come and find me. Some of you don't want to pay the big money. If you don't know it, chocolate has doubled in price in the last 8 months. If you follow the stock market, go check out the cocoa prices. Okay? But yeah, that's it right there. So now you know. Now you can share that with all your sweethearts and all your Valentine's Day. And if you don't want to buy any chocolates for Valentine's Day, which is like 57% of what they spend money on for Valentine's Day, I'm going to give you an opportunity. Some of you asked me this when I was here last time, do I have any workshops? Well, Holiday Inn invited me to do a workshop tomorrow, next door, down in the Brew and Bar Cafe. You can come and we'll make chocolates from start to finish. All right, so if you're ever curious about what the process is, you can learn it tomorrow if you wish. All right, they give you champagne or something, coffee and tea and all that stuff from 2 to 5. But if not, I'll see you maybe again some other time, and happy Valentine's Day to you all.
Thank you. Short and sweet. Little bit of a contrast.